Why, hello.
It's been 84 years.
Did you know there is an Arcane fan-made game out there? Because I didn't, and somebody told me about it, and I was like, what the fuck? I need to play this! So, this person is actually someone you may have noticed in the comments because he's been there since basically my first video. Master of Puppets, and he approached me like, do you want to play the game? And I was like, yeah, is that even a question? So this is what I'm doing today. I'm super excited. I mean, Arcane content, it's what I live for, like, basically. Side note, you will notice that if I do this, the camera doesn't go blurry. What the fuck? What is going on? This is insane. I approached my Patreon members and I was like, guys, I need to change cameras. Just send me recommendations. I can't stand the fact that it goes blurry most of the time. I got actually many recommendations that I'm gonna keep for now because I intend to have a better camera in the future. But one of them was like, did you turn off the autofocus of your camera? And I was like, the what now? And so I went to the settings and there is an autofocus thing that I turned off. And so now I can do this and the camera doesn't go blurry. That was so stupid and so simple. Enough talk. There's a game going on. From what I understood, it's like a trivia game with like questions and stuff. And you get points if you answer correctly to the questions. So if you want to play the game, the link is gonna be in the description. You can play it and come back and we compare results or something. So I have to take like a piece of paper to note the points. All right, I got the piece of paper. So this is the page and we got a little welcome message from the 5 people who worked on the game, including Master of Puppets I talked about earlier. Thank you for creating this. So I was told to pick a certain version. You can see like there are a few versions. And I was told to play this one. So this is the one I'm gonna play today. I was told to read the instructions, like everything that's written on the screen is apparently very important. So if you're going to play the game, make sure to read the instructions as well. So you do your thing if you want to play the game before I do it, or if you want to play it at the same time as me. Either way, let's get into it. I'm actually super excited for this because I find it absolutely insane that people care so much about this show that they make a game about it. Like, just like I'm amazed, like seeing fanfics, fan arts, everything. Fan-made content is very amazing to me because it's just people who care so much about something that they deliver actual like professional skills just out there for other people who care about the same stuff. I don't know, that feels insane to me. Now, let's begin the quiz. I'm ready. I'm super competitive, so I will not tolerate being wrong about anything. Apparently, the last segment of the game was predictions for Season 2, because this game was made before Season 2 dropped. So apparently, all the predictions are wrong, which is funny and understandable because I don't think anyone could have predicted Season 2. Alright, let's get into it. I'm ready to get points. Let's go. A story unfolds. An undertaking that almost didn't see through the completion. Arcane Act 1 dropped November 6, 2021. Damn, that was a long time ago. Marking the beginning of the first animated series Riot has ever done, along with a rush of new fans to the world of Runeterra. Arcane received high praise from viewers and critics alike, nabbing several awards and nominations in 2022. Deserved. We want to celebrate Arcane's anniversary with a game to look back on some of our favorite parts of the show, as you fucking should. Game rules! Okay, this game is separated into 3 chapters: general trivia, quotes, and music. There is a section for Season 2 possible champions at the end. Oh, okay, so this is the predictions I was talking about. Each chapter provides you with a different point system in which to reward your correct answers. You can still attempt to earn bonus points regardless if you answered the best question correctly. Make sure to mark your points as you go. I have my paper. There is no going back to previous questions once completed. Okay, official Arcane trivia questions. Examples page. Official Arcane Twitter released some trivia questions to the fandom. We wanted to use some of them as examples to give you a little taste of what's to come. No points are awarded here. Dang it! Only bragging rights. I'll take it. These can be tough. Okay. In episode 1, how many hex crystals were seen in the chest Powder opens when the kids are robbing Jace's apartment? Are you this is the trivia? That is so fucking hard. Okay, hold on. Because I can picture it. It's like... I can't picture it. I've seen the show so many times. I don't know. I think the chest is like 6 on 3 lines. Like 6 slots on 3 lines and a little... and a fourth line that is not 6 slots, but like probably 3 or something, or 4, maybe 4, maybe 3, maybe 3. Ah! I told you I'm super competitive. I'm taking this very seriously. I'm gonna go with, okay, so there's 1. I feel like there's like... She takes them all, doesn't she? No, she doesn't take them all. She takes like 5 of them, but I feel like there are more. Maybe I'm gonna say 8, and if I'm wrong, I'm killing myself. Dang it! And I was even wrong about the 6. I was right about the 3 lines though. Well, that was just warm up. That was not the actual game. I was just testing you guys. That is so hard though. I can't believe... So this is the official question, the official trivia. If all the questions are like this, I'm gonna get fucked. Next question, hopefully something I will get right. What 4-letter word is tattooed on Finn's knuckles? Are you kidding me? I don't know, I was too busy looking at Margot over there. It's gonna be something cringe, like, wapow! Or death. No, that's not 4 letters. It's gonna be something like, something emo. Something cringe and emo and like dark. Riz. Kill. Is that kill? It's bang. I was right with the wapow! I was right about it being like wapow and cringe and, okay, not emo, but like, come on, bang. So, okay, so the answer was bang. Once again, I've been wrong. No, I'm never wrong. It's just I would have made a better show. That's... I'm very much of a sore loser. You have to understand that. How many times... How many times does Jinx stab Silco with the syringe during her interrogation, not including the one to his eye? I think she does it at least twice. She does it like... She does it once somewhere else. Then she does it once on his cheek. And then on the eye. So I'm going to say 2, maybe 3. 2, 3. I'm going to say 2. Fuck! Okay, so she does it 3 times. I will get points. Trust. What was Jinx's high score on the punching game? What was Jinx's high score on the punching game in the hideout? Bonus. What was Vi's score that Jinx couldn't beat? How am I supposed to know that? Okay, I'm gonna take a wild guess. So we have on the sides, it should be like 3,000 something, or maybe 4,000 something. Maybe Vi's score is in like 4,000, and maybe Jinx is like 3,900 something. I don't know, that's super hard. How am I supposed to know? I'm gonna go with Vi being 4,069. Don't pay attention to that. And Jinx is gonna be 3,969. All right. I mean, no, okay, there was no way I could get that right, but I was still very far, so... But those were just like examples. It's not the actual game, so no points there. Even if I had it right, no points there. Chapter 1, General Trivia. 19. Oh, 19 points. Out of 19. I'm writing that down. So here we will test your general knowledge over Arcane Season 1. Some are multiple choice, some are open-ended. 1 point per correct answer. Additional points granted will be specified. Alright, I got this. It's general knowledge over Arcane Season 1. I got this. I've watched Arcane Season 1 many times. Don't tell me I don't at least get like half of the questions right. Let's go to it. This is a competition. Trivia question 1. Easter eggs. Fuck. Arcane has many Easter eggs. Some serve as a reference to other champs that exist in the game. Who might this champion be? Hints are outlined. That's Nautilus, right? Because of the Scaphander. That's actually, this one I'm actually pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. 1 point! Question number 2. And this one. Now, we know it's Victor, right? Because we've seen season 2. But at the time, everyone, including me, I was 100% sure that it was going to be Rise. So I'm going to say Rise. Because I think that it's Rise. It is Rise! I'm still mad about this, by the way. I mean, I'm not mad. It's just like... What the fuck? 2 points. Question 3. Still with the Easter eggs. Lastly, this one. Which champion might this duo be referencing? Kindred. This is Kindred. 3 fucking points. I'm doing so well. This is... I love it. Question number 4. Many named characters, those with spoken lines, take or are subjected to shimmer in this season. List them, excluding Silco. Receive a full point for every character you can correctly name. Oh! 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 Vi! Alright, I'm gonna try and go episode by episode. So the first one, so obviously there's the kid. Shit, what's his name? I'm gonna call him Patrick, because I can't remember his name. So Patrick. Then it's... Well, I guess it's Vander. Okay, so Patrick, Vander, Huck, you know, the traitor, I guess. Vi in season 1. Who gets shimmer? Jinx. Jinx gets shimmer. Victor. Yeah, Victor. Yeah, like when he's doing the hex core thing, he goes to see Singed and he's... Yeah, so Victor. Characters with spoken lines, because obviously there are many more characters. Sevika? Almost forgot Sevika, what the fuck? But Sevika. Obviously Sevika with like the shimmer arm. And that's it. I think that's it. I'm gonna go with this answer. I was so right! I was so right! All of them. So his name is not Patrick, it's actually Deckard. So I won't have a point for this one, but I will get 6 points, if I may, for the others. I feel like Patrick suits him better, if I'm being honest, but that's just my opinion. Question number 5. In which episode do we first see the mechanical butterflies? It's the Day of Progress. So, episode 4, right? Episode 4. Happy Progress Day. I have 10 points so far. It's going super duper well. Oh! Question number 6. Which character left their signature on the vendor statue? Powder, Echo, Vi, Silco. Oh, that is a good question. On the vendor statue? I don't think it's Silke that he left his signature. I feel like Vi... Well, no, Vi was dragged. Maybe Eke. I don't think it's Vi. Even if it would make sense for Vi to do that. No, actually she wouldn't. I think it's Eke. Oh! Nobody moves. I'm right. I mean, of course I'm right. Like, that was so obvious. I just knew that. One more point. Question number 7. In Arcane, sometimes the same dialogue is delivered by 2 different characters. How many of these lines can you list? I beg your finest pardon? Receive a full point for every correct quote. Oh! The one I can think about right now is "You've got a good heart," that is said by Caitlin and Vender. What else? So I assume we don't have to take into account season 2. Because I can remember things from season 2, but they should be irrelevant. Said by 2 different characters. Fuck, I actually don't know. Beyond the "You've got a good heart," nothing comes to my mind. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with this one because I honestly don't. Oh! So many! Okay, so oh yeah, obviously the "Am I interrupting?" Stupid. Welcome to the lanes. Yeah, okay. I was right about "You've got a good heart." Happy Progress Day. Okay. Didn't even haggle. Oh, I didn't know that they said the same thing. About Jace. Jace, you stupid motherfucker. What's your plan to fix this? Okay, those are actually pretty interesting parallels. I'm taking notes of them. And I'm giving myself only 1 point. Fuck. I can't believe I forgot about the "Am I interrupting?" of Victor and Jace. There was no way I would remember the others. But the "Am I interrupting?" I should have thought about this one. Fuck! Trivia question 8. In Stillwater, what is Vi's prison number? 516. That's it. I've watched the episode enough time. I know it's answer D. 516. I don't know how to explain myself beyond the fact that I've watched this scene way too many times. 1 point. I have 13 points so far. I'm not doing that good, honestly. Oh, Caitlin. Question 9. Caitlin has a dark top hat thing going on in the Warriors cinematic. Yes. And it's how she appears in game. As an Easter egg, we see that accessory in Arcane. True or false? Well, yes. Yes, when she's a kid. When she's a kid, she has when she's talking like about in the first 3 episodes when she's talking about Jace exploding his lab, and she's like sitting like this, like a lady, and she has the top hat on her lap. Yes. Also, in Caitlin's room, there is, like, next to her bed, like, on the left of the bed, there is, like, a thing, I don't know how to call it in English, but there's, like, an outfit, and on top of the outfit, there's a hat. And it's this hat. I think, am I right? True. For half a point, you can describe as the scenes in Arcane where the hat is pictured. Okay, so 1 point already for for being right, as always. Actually, I'm never wrong. And so the bonus. I'm so smart! You can't get me on Caitlin. I'm afraid I am a bit too obsessed with this character to be wrong about anything about Caitlin. It's called an overcoat. Okay. Okay. I learned a new word. That's nice. I don't know what that says about me. maybe I'm a bit obsessed with Caitlyn. Question 10. List the named characters painted on the Firelight Mall. Alright, so half a point per correct answer. So obviously, so Vander, Benzo, Clagger, Milo, Vi, Powder. Echo only gets painted in season 2. I think that's it. Vander, Benzo, Clagger, Milo, Vi, and Powder. Pink-haired girl is a great detail, but we won't give bonus points for her. Sorry, pink-haired girl. Yeah, sorry, but I totally forgot about her, so I'm glad they don't give points for that. Okay, so half a point for... So that's 3 points, if my math is correct. This scene is actually so funny because everyone is so well painted, and then there's this fucker here. Honestly, if I die and someone paints me like this, I think I'm coming back to life just to erase it. Question 11. When Vi tells Caitlyn about the game her and Powder used to play as kids, what was the description of Powder's monster? Oh shit. Okay, so slug monster with venom for ooze is a thing. And then slug eating crab with razor spikes is also a thing. Which one was Powder's monster? I'm trying to get the scene in my head. Okay, so Powder's monster is the slug monster with venom for ooze, and Vi's like, and I'd say I'm a slug eating crab with razor spikes. I think that's it. Yes!
So she would say, I'm a slug monster with venom for ooze. And I would say, well, I'm a slug eating crab with razor spikes.
Can't get me on a Kate Vi scene. Question 12. In episode 7, how many Canberrans were present at the meeting attended by Silco and Civica, not including Silco? So Civica is not a Canberran, but we have Margot, Smeech, and the two others fuckers, so I'd say 4. Right? Yeah. 5. Oh yeah, oh! Yeah! I forgot about the fucker. See, he's so insignificant in my mind that I totally forgot that he was there, even though the scene was about him. Well, that's embarrassing. Shit, no point for this one. I was right about Margot and Smeech and the two others. I just forgot he was there as well. Shit, no. Trust, I was just... Oh, Caitlyn and Jinx. Question 13. Caitlyn and Jinx are written with similarities to each other in Arcane. That's right! They both share a shade of blue hair and eyes, excellent marksmanship, and fondness for Vi. Arcane continues this trend in many more subtle ways too. Which of the following is not a parallel between Caitlyn and Jinx? Okay! Both were in proximity to at least 3 explosions. Hold on, I know Caitlyn gets blown up many times. Like, in the first episode, in Jace's lab, then with the police night on the cemetery, and then the bridge. She just get blown up. Powder as well, like in the first episodes as well, when she's saving everyone. The bridge as well. She was there. Yeah, the explosions is for both of them. Vi caresses them both on the cheek. Does she? They both sustained injuries to their left leg. That is true. That is when Jinx goes into psychotic mode. And is like, oh, she's got an enforcement with her. And when she heals her wound, she's like, Caitlyn. And then she's locked in to go after Caitlyn. And well, after the bridge explosion, Caitlyn gets hurt on the leg. They both wear gloves and arm straps. Yes. So I guess it's the Vi caresses them both on the cheek. I can remember Caitlyn caressing Vi's cheek, but I don't think Vi ever touched Caitlyn's face in season 1. So I'm gonna say with B. Huh? What do you mean? Hold on. I have to read this because what the fuck? Okay, Vi caresses them both on the cheek. Powder is reassured by Vi in episode 2. Yeah, okay, yeah. Caitlyn is similarly held by... Oh yeah, when she's like doing the emo breakup, like... Goodbye, Cupcake, it was a real pleasure, whatever she says. And she's like so dramatic, and she comes back 5 seconds later. I can't believe I forgot about that. So it was the injuries to the leg. What the... Oh, I forgot to read the left. Their left leg. I just read their leg. In episode 6, Jinx gets slashed through her right leg. Well, I don't get any points. I love the fact that a few questions ago I was like, you can't get me on Kate Y, and you got me on Kate Y. I can't believe it's just because I didn't read the word left. I just read injuries to the leg. Ah! I was told to read everything. No points for me. Shit. Question 14. Oh, Get Jinxed. In Jinx's original music video, Get Jinxed, we see many props related to her character. Many of these made it into Arcane as Easter eggs. Which ones? All of them? Some of them? Half a point for each correct one. Subtract half a point if you guess wrong. Oh fuck. Oh shit, I feel like I'm in uni when they take points if you're wrong. Whew. Okay, so Monkey Toy, yes, when vendor alerts them that they're searching the last drop. Monkey Toy, yes, famous. The Rhino, I'm not sure. The bathtub, I can see it in season 2 with Isha, like when she's painting Isha's hair, but I don't know if it appears in season 1. I don't think there's a bathtub in season 1. The carousel and the robot. Oh shit, I'm only sure about the monkey toy. I feel like we've got a carousel somewhere. I'm gonna say carousel, monkey toy. I can't picture a bathtub in Arcane beyond like the scene with Isha in season 2. But I don't think it's gonna be about season 2, so I'm not gonna say yes for that one. And I can't remember robots. So I'm just gonna go with monkey toy and carousel. Are you kidding me? Where's the rhino? Are you shitting my dick? Alright, so it comes to 0 because I got 2 right and 2 wrong. No, actually I was right about not being a robot, but I don't know if I can add myself a point for that one. I'm just gonna do it because I'm craving points. Up. Alright, so only a half a point for guessing that there's no robot. I'm doing a terrible job at this. Question 15. The enemy music video has a sequence where young Powder looks down an alleyway. 2 kids are beating up someone on the ground. The same alleyway is used again in Arcane. Can you remember the scene where it's used? During the Vi and Civica fight? Oh. No, it's not the same place. Where Vi and Caitlyn first arrive in the Undercity. Yes! That is... that. Okay, I'm reading the other answers. During the 4 kids escape from Marcus when they're found at the hideout. Where the 4 kids first run into Descartes. It's the B, when Vi and Caitlyn first arrive in the Undercity, because like the trash thing you can see, like it's where Vi puts the 2 people she robbed. Like she just put them in the trash and she's like, welcome to the lanes. So it's answer B. Oh, Caitlyn stands in place of Powder. In spirit, maybe Vi got payback for Milo. Aww. That is actually very sweet. So I was right. That is wonderful. Okay. I never caught that parallel, by the way. Question 16. Which leg does Victor have a brace on? Or is it both? No, it's not both. It's his right leg. I'm trying to picture Victor in my head. I think it's his right leg because haha, I was right. Shula. Question 17. Counselor Shula sits between which two other counselors? Mel and Jace, Bulbok and Oskull, Heimerdinger and Jace, Mel and Cassandra. Alright, so on the council, you have the seat of the council. Okay, so for you it's gonna be like this. For you it's Cassandra, the Kierman seat. Then well, then it's Shula actually, isn't it? It's Shula, then Mel, then it's Jace, then Heimerdinger, which becomes deleted after, then it's Bulbok, then Hoskull, and then it's Salo, right? So it's between Mel and Cassandra, right? Oh! I love myself! Oh, and I was so right about the order as well. I don't have friends. Question 18. Oh, Echo. Echo is known as the boy who shattered time in League. In Arcane, he has a very pronounced time motive, but we've yet to see his time manipulation abilities in Arcane. In Season 2! Let's have you recall Echo's scene in the correct order with these screenshots. Oh fuck! Some may be from the same episode. Try to remember where in the episode each scene took place. Holy shit! Okay, hold on. So number 3 is what we see in episode 4 when they the Firelights arrive in Piltover, the Progress Day, and they attack Civica, Jinx, and everything. So this is the first one. Number 1 is what happens next, and it's basically when Caitlyn and Vi arrive in the lanes, and we just see this shot of Echo following them, kind of. And then it's number 4 when Echo arrives, when Jinx and Vi reunite and the Firelights attack and kidnap Vi and Caitlyn. And then we have number 2, which is when Echo goes up to Caitlyn and she's like, oh, free Vi! And Vi is being a bitch about it, and then she's like, my hero. And then number 5 is after the fight on the bridge. Answers, I was right. Alright. Oh, ambitious. Question 19. Oh, last question. According to Jace, what is the success rate of Senior Academy inventors? I don't know! I never paid attention to that scene. I was too focused on Ambessa. Shit. I feel like it would be 6%. I don't think it's 3%. If I had to eliminate one, it would be eliminate 3%. So I think it's either 6. 10% seems a bit too high because it's supposed to be the elite of the elite, right? I'm gonna go with 6 or 1. I'm choosing 6. Fuck! That is... I said it was the one...
Do you know what the success rate for Senior Academy inventors is? 3%.
Well, I'm sorry, I never paid attention to that scene. It's the one I said I would eliminate first. Anyways. So I think this is the last of the trivia questions. Yeah. Ooh, in the pursuit of great, we failed to do good. Victor to Jace. Very good shot. Very pretty. Chapter 2. Quotes. 37 points. Okay, so that's out of 19. And I've got 10. That's not possible. Why do... Oh, that's not... No, 19 questions. But for the 19 questions, I got 23 points. Alright, chapter 2. Quotes. I've watched the show many times. I can do this. There are lots of memorable quotes in Arcane, true, but how much of it can you remember? This chapter will have 4 subchapters. Okay. Ah! Subchapter 2.1. Who said this? Name the character who spoke the line. Dialogue in white. 1 point per correct answer. Bonus, half a point if you can name the episode it's in. The play button revealed with the answer is an audio clip of the dialogue. Okay. So I have to say who spoke the line and what episode. Quote number 1. First quote, every time I think you can't get dumber, you dig a new low. There is actually such a either Vi or Jinx thing to say. Every time I think you can't get dumber, you dig a new low. Oh, I'm actually very confused about this one. I would say Jinx or Vi, but I can't even remember. The quote won't come to my brain, so I don't know what episode, but I'm gonna say Vi. Sevika! I was so far off! Wait, hold on.
Every time I think you can't get dumber, you dig a new low.
When? Episode 8. When? Wait, what? In episode 8? Oh, she says this to the jackass when he's like, you should betray Silco, and she's like, oh, you're dumb as fuck. Okay. I'm not grabbing girls. That is a quote from ARCANE? Wow. I don't know who said this, but Marcus? Chuck. Who the fuck is Chuck?
I mean, I'm not grabbing girls.
Oh! Right! That's the barman. Yes, Jinx is like teasing him and he's like, oh, I'm not grabbing girls. Okay, so that's when Jinx first hears about Vi being back in the lanes. So it should be episode 4, right? Episode 6. Okay, wow. Okay, I'm just gonna shut my mouth. So far, no points. Wanna see how that ends? That is Vi. That's Vi in episode 1. Yeah, episode 1. When Deckard, Patrick, first threatens them, and he's like with the knife when they leave, and she comes back and she's like face to face with him, and she's like, wanna see how that ends? So that's Vi in episode 1.
Wanna see how that ends?
Beautiful. Episode 1, haha! 1 point! Okay, and half a point if it's the episode. So 1 point and 1/2 a point. This is the beginning of me getting points. I'm a misfit too, I suppose. Caitlin, just Caitlin, the umbrella scene, the scene that gets me crying every fucking time. I'm a misfit too, I suppose. It's Caitlin talking to Jace in episode 2, let's say.
I'm a misfit too, I suppose.
My Shayla. Episode 2, haha, I was right. Loneliness is often the byproduct of a gifted mind. That is such a singed thing to say. I don't know. Okay, that's singed.
Loneliness is often the byproduct of a gifted mind.
So I'm torn between saying it's episode 1 when he's talking to Silco, or a scene when he's talking to Victor, when Victor comes back. I'm gonna say episode 1 for Silco. Episode 6. Fuck! Well, only 1 point. So I assume he's talking to Victor, right? I ruined everything. I always do. That is such a jinx. Actually, no. No, it is jinx, right? Powder, haha. Well, do I get a point for saying it's powder or jinx?
I ruined everything. I always do.
I assume I don't get a point because I said jinx instead of powder. But this is from episode 1? Episode 3? Episode 1. Episode 1. I get half a point at least. But I'm not counting the point because I said jinx, having in mind adult jinx. So not powder. I'm not counting a point for this. Last time I checked, science didn't require illegal equipment. That is Victor in episode 2 when he's inspecting Jace's lab, right? Oh! No, but that's the right scene, but it's not Victor. It's Grayson.
Last time I checked, science didn't require illegal equipment.
I just need a moment. My brain got actual tingles. Her voice is so... I need... Whoever is the voice actress for Grayson, get into ASMR. But it's episode 2, right? Yeah, episode 2. Half a point. I'm just...
Last time I checked, science didn't require illegal equipment.
Anyways, perhaps it's time for the era of magic. That is Mel. X-Tech, for the era of X-Tech. It's the... Actually, I talked about, it's Jace responding to Mel.
Perhaps it's time for the era of magic.
Hextech. For the era of Hextech.
And actually, it's Hextech. And it's episode 3 then. Yeah. Ka-chow! You're with him, are you? You screwed up. What? I'd say... bye. I'm just gonna shut my mouth.
You with him, are you?
You screwed up, Silco.
Oh, yes! It's when the fucker, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, convinced Civica to betray Silco, and they all arrive in Silco's office, and Silco is like, you're with him, are you? To Civica. And the you screwed up is from, I think her name is Rennie. So it's episode... Oh, shit, I don't know. I'd say episode 8 because of the first quote. Episode 8. Am I correct? Episode 9. Okay, fuck my life. We were once one tribe. Now we are houses divided. Heimerdinger. That's Heimerdinger when he's trying to give a speech about how the council should go against the magic. Heimerdinger. 1 point. And it's episode... I'd say episode 4. Episode 6, so okay. I thought I was an ARCANE expert. Now I realize that I absolutely am not. Anyways, it's okay. My ego is just getting shattered into pieces right now, but it's fine. As one of Piltover's founders, what haven't you to show for your remarkable life? That's Mel talking to Heimerdinger. Victor. Oh, come on!
As one of Piltover's founders, what haven't you to show for your remarkable life?
Yeah, that's when Heimerdinger talked to them about Hextech, right? Should be about episode 4, episode 6. Okay. Oh no! That's not Heimerdinger talking to them. That's when Victor is like dying, and Heimerdinger is like, oh, I've known many students, blah blah blah. Okay, the Kurman girl, it's just never mind. Hey, we'll get through this. The Kurman girl? Who talks about Caitlyn? Oh, that's such a Mel and Jace. No, Mel would never call Caitlyn the Kurman girl. Actually, maybe it's Mel. So she calls Caitlyn the Kurman girl in season 1.
The Kiraman go?
It's just... never mind.
Hey, we'll get through this.
Yeah, it's when Caitlyn goes into the lanes and he hears about Caitlyn using his name as counselor to make decision and bail someone out of Stillwater. So it should be... At this point, I'm sure I'm gonna get this wrong, so I'm just gonna say episode 7. Oh! Nobody move, I was right. I mean, obviously I was right. That I just knew that, okay? Next! Oh, Caitlyn. Subchapter 2.2. Complete the quote. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm gonna get fucked by this. How well do you remember these lines? Fill in the blank. 1 point per correct answer. Bonus, half a point if you remember who said it. The images are tips to help you remember where and roughly when the quote happened. Okay. Since you're looking for more work, you can take the graveyard shift tonight at the fair, and it's Marcus telling that to Caitlin in episode 4 when she's going to investigate and she's doing as she pleases because she's just noisy as fuck. So the bonus is that, yep, Marcus.
Since you're looking for more work, you can take the graveyard shift tonight at the fair.
And it's graveyard. Too easy, too easy, too easy. Of course, when it's related to Caitlin, I've got the answer. And I've got both. Okay, so half a point and a full point. Next. Ooh. Stop this madness at once. And Heimerdinger is the one saying this. Oh, stop this lunacy. Well, I'm sorry I'm not fancy enough for you, Heimerdinger. Yeah.
Open up! Stop this lunacy and wait! Get almost through!
I love the fact that they put a warning and I didn't read it. Like, audio is a tad loud on this one. But anyways. I was wrong about the lunacy, but I was right about Heimerdinger, so half a point. Right. You say light a fire, they show up with oil, and it's vendor.
You say light a fire, they show up with oil.
Period! 1 point. 1/2 point. Okay. I'm doing better than this. Oh, that's Mel's flashback. Okay, mark me, child. If you want to last in this world, you must learn to be both the fox and the wolf. And it's Ambessa, right? The fox. Ambessa.
Mark me, child. If you want to last in this world, you must learn to be both the fox and the wolf.
Fuck. Alright. 1 point. 1/2 point. You never left. I always heard you. That's Jinx talking to Vi. Shadows in the streets. On the back of my neck. I'm afraid I'm only getting the bonus for this because prickles. Oh, I'm sorry. I hate it when they use words I don't know. What the fuck is a prickle? But it's Jinx.
Prickles on the back of my neck.
Okay, so 1/2 point. Fuck prickles. Poor cripple from the Undercity. I was a the moment I stepped foot in Piltover. So that's Victor talking to Jace. I was an outsider? Oh, I mean, who's surprised? I just knew about it. Like,
Poor cripple from the Undercity. I was an outsider the moment I stepped foot in Piltover.
And it's Victor. Too easy. I'm trying to keep my ego intact. So far it doesn't really work. Thank goodness you're safe. And you found a stray. That's the first character is Caitlin's dad, and the second character is Cassandra. Thank goodness you're safe. And she's like, and you found a stray. And she's like, this is Vi. She's from the Undercity. And Cassandra is an absolute bitch by saying, so I see. Love that scene. Stray, yeah, Cassandra.
Thank goodness you're safe.
And you found a stray.
I love Cassandra. She's cunty. Like, the cuntiness is just in the Kierman blood. Caitlin, her mom, everyone. What makes you different? Makes you strong. Vi. Boom. Strong, and it's Vi.
You know, Powder. What makes you different makes you strong.
So true. 1 point, 1/2 point. Sir, what? I got more in common with than Jinx. Oh, that's Sevika. Talking to Silco. I got more in common with... Isn't it her dad or something? I got more in common with my dad than Jinx. Cave lice. Okay, nothing to do with her dad. Well, I hope so at least. But it's Sevika.
I got more in common with cave lice than Jinx.
The comparison to cave lice is insane. Oh no, this is why I was thinking about her father, is because in this conversation she's like, I didn't always see eye to eye with my old man, but I can say this, that Jinx will come around in her own time, basically. So cave lice. But it was Sevika, so 1/2 point. Okay. I'm trying to save you from... Oh, that's Jace saying that to Silco. I'm trying to save you from invasion? Annihilation. Okay, sorry. I'm not fancy enough for you either. But it's Jace, so half a point. Oh! Subchapter 2.3. Who's this marksman? This subchapter will be a little different. You will need to decide who the in-game voice line belongs to. Don't test me on this. I am a Caitlyn main. If I get one thing wrong, I'm handing over the title of Caitlyn main, okay? I'm not joking with you on this. Based on what you've learned about their personalities from Arcane, your two options are Caitlyn or Jinx. The LoL players have a giggle. A full point per correct answer. Boom, headshot, Caitlyn. Plain, simple, Caitlyn. Caitlyn.
Boom, headshot.
So true. 1 point. All part of the plan I just made up, Jinx.
All part of the plan I just made up.
1 point. Pay no attention to the trap, Caitlyn. It's when she puts like her W, which is the yodel trap. Actually, Caitlyn, pay no attention to the trap.
Pay no attention to the trap.
1 point. I always aim to win, and my aim is perfect. Obviously, it's Caitlyn.
I always aim to win, and my aim is perfect.
So true. 1 point. I accidentally did that on purpose, and it's Jinx.
I accidentally did that on purpose.
You're my favorite waste of bullets. That is so Jinx.
You're my favorite waste of bullets.
And I got 1 more point. Alright, I was panicking a bit. I don't have to hand over my Caitlyn main title. Bonus in-game Caitlyn voice lines.
Sorry, boys. I keep the fuzzy cuffs at home.
Yeah, she says this.
Perhaps Piltover can rest easy without you, Jinx. But why? All right, you primitives, listen up. This is my boomstick. I'm the pun police, and you're under arrest. That's not a gun. This is a gun.
She's so hot.
Seraphine! Would it be inappropriate to ask you for an autograph?
I hope that if we ever get a Kate Vi spin-off, Seraphine makes an apparition, because Caitlyn is Seraphine's #1 fan. She's so funny. Bonus in-game Jinx voice lines. Talking to Fishbone.
Hey, Fishbones! Should we blow something up?
You might inconvenience people and hurt their feelings.
You're the worst weapon ever!
I don't play Jinx in League of Legends, but she's so funny, dude.
Hey, Fishbones, think we can wreak havoc forever?
No, you should buy a home and save for retirement.
You know I can replace you, right?
That is such a Jinx thing to say.
You get a bullet! You get a bullet! Everyone gets a bullet!
Wow.
Stay still! I'm trying to shoot you!
True. That is so rude to try and escape a gun.
She's such a loser! Always ready to cry! Da-da-da-da. Rules are made to be broken. Like buildings. Or people.
She's so funny. I love the fact that Jinx in-game is like this funny joker girl that's just, she just wants to go pew 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 and boom, and then you watch Arcane and you're like, depression. Alright, subchapter 2.4. Title drop. Who said the thing or was in a song? Tell us who said the title or if it was sung. Okay, so episode 1, Welcome to the Playground. It's the title of the episode, but it's also in the song of Bea Miller, right? Welcome to the playground, follow me. Oh, I love that song. So 1 point, hehe, oh, half a point. Okay, I can go fuck myself, I guess. Episode 2, some mysteries are better left unsolved. That's not a song. Oh shit, who said that? That would be Silco. Some... Heimendigger, okay.
Some are better left unsolved.
Oh yeah, the mysteries of science. Okay, no points. The base violence necessary for change. That's Silco.
The base violence necessary for change.
Half a point. Happy Progress Day, that is the title of an episode, but that is also what they shout. Yeah, Jinx or the Drunkard.
Happy Progress Day!
Everybody wants to be my enemy. Oh, I wonder where that is. Maybe in Enemy by Imagine Dragons.
Everybody wants to be my enemy.
When these walls come tumbling down. Oh, that's a song. That is a song, and that is... Isn't it called just Walls? Guns for Hire. Okay, that was it. Episode 7, The Boy Savior. That's just the title of the episode, and it's what Jinx calls Echo. Look who it
The
is.
Boy Savior!
Yep. Oil and water wasn't meant to be. Just do me a favor, Cupcake, and go back to that big shiny house of yours and forget about me. That is Vi.
Oil and water, that's all there is.
Lesbians are so dramatic. They break up without even dating. 1.5 a point. Oh wait, I forgot to. Oh. 1.5 a point. I think I forgot to count the boys. Did I? The Boy Savior. Did I put a point? Oh shit! I'm gonna correct this while doing the editing. The monster you created. It's a song. I can't remember who sings it, but it's a song. Yeah, what could have been?
I am the monster you created.
Okay. Side note, it occurred to me that I should start advertising for myself. So, I have a Patreon. Yeah. Am I a good businesswoman? Be honest. I have TikTok, Instagram, I have a Discord server. It's so fun. Come right in. We are just... Everyone's laughing and everyone's super nice, and some people have troubles getting inside of the server. So to enter the Discord server, you need a profile picture on your account and you need a 7 days old account, at least 7 days old. Otherwise, if you try to join the server, you will get kicked out by the bots. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about the socials. So let's get back to the video. Chapter 3. Music! Okay, so for chapter 2, with the quotes, I got 27.5 points. We had to dedicate a portion of this quiz for the amazing musical drops this series had. This chapter will be the last chance for you to earn points, so make it count. Yes, sir! Identify the song. Scenes in Arcane were made iconic with the support of an amazing soundtrack. We want to test your ability to remember scenes through just the music. 1 point for accurately describing the scene the audio clip is from. What constitutes as accurate is at the player's discretion. For example, you can aim to describe the event or action that occurs on scene while the music is playing. Bonus, earn a full point for naming the episode it's in. Okay. Music clip. Let's go. Welcome to the playground. I'm not gonna put the whole music because YouTube scares me, but welcome to the playground when Vi arrives in episode 1. She arrives in the Undercity with Milo, Clagger, and Powder after raiding Piltover. The sound picks up right as the 4 kids descend in the Undercity. They give us a tour of the lanes. Alright, so I was right, and that's 2 points. Next. I got this. I can do this. Music clip 2. Okay. Oh, I know. Oh, I know! That's a Jinx fight scene. Is it? Is it Jinx or why? No, that's Jinx. Oh, shit! Fuck, I can't remember the scene. It wasn't even Jinx! You get the point if you said it's during the Vi-Jace fight. Well, I didn't, so no point for me. Clip 3. This denotes that it's from Arcane's original score. This one takes a bit to get going, but let it play out. Okay. I beg your finest pardon? That's it? Oh shit, okay. Think. I'm gonna take a wild guess and I'm gonna say when Jinx buries Silco in the water. I don't know. Not even close. I'm doing terrible. This is embarrassing for me. I can do this. I got it! It's when Vi does the parkour thing and Caitlyn is like struggling to follow. So it's in episode 4, and when they arrive in the lanes, you know, too risky. Episode 5. Oh yeah, because episode 4 ends up with Vi meeting Caitlyn. Okay, 1 point. Music clip 5. I declare war. That is Echo. It's the beginning of the episode where we meet the Firelights. It's episode 6, and it's like the movie clip we see at first before we switch to Caitlyn and Vi being kidnapped by the Firelights. I declare war. Exact. Oh, episode 7. Fuck! Well, I was right about the scene, but not the episode, so 1 point. Music clip 6. There's a 7-second stretch of silence. That's purposeful. Okay. So that's the 7-second stretch. I'm gonna say it's in episode 3 when Powder puts the bomb. If I'm wrong, this is gonna be really embarrassing because I can picture it in my head. Powder puts the bomb, like the monkey bomb, and so the music is intense, and the 7 seconds of blank is just the explosion replaying. And then it's like soft music when everything goes in slow motion and everyone dies. Right? Alright, I was totally wrong! The beginning of this scene starts right after the memory of Vander says, "Your God needs..." Oh yeah, and she's like picturing Vander and he's like, "That's my girl, she still needs you." Ah! I love that scene. I can't believe I didn't get the music right. Well, okay, that's embarrassing. 7. Yes! That's Silco's bar. The music we find in the last drop when Silco took over. I was right. Sevika opens the door to the last drop with this song blasting in the background. Exactly. I didn't say the episode, fuck, but it's episode 4. Okay, so I was right about the scene, but I forgot to name the episode, so only 1 point. Music clip 8. Isn't that when the counselors are watching the men playing the violin and only Heimerdinger is listening to the concert while Jace talks to every council members? And it's episode, I'd say 7. Episode 8. Well, I was close. Jace reflects on the consequence of his actions. Yeah. Fancy shower. Oh, wait, hold on. Jace reflects on the consequences of his actions at the factory while Caitlyn thinks back, no, on her last interaction with Vi. So that's the shower scene. Well, fuck, I was totally wrong. What do you mean? Oh, that's embarrassing as fuck. That was a Kate Vi music. Shit. Well, no point for that one. Chapter 4. Extras. Possible champions in Season 2. We'll be going over the champions fans think could show up in Season 2. We have these last pages filled with their quotes and theories about them from Arcane. Let's get into it. Oh, Urgot. That would have been actually sick, because Urgot is basically Caitlyn and Vi's nemesis, kind of. Not really, but he's been locked up in prison by Vi and Caitlyn twice. But his timeline is more like when Caitlin is the sheriff of Piltover, so years later. So this is the description of Urgot. If you want to pause the video to read this, but I'm not going to read it. And here are the voice lines.
I was not reborn in the depths. I merely refused to die.
Honestly, slay.
The weak deserve to die.
Okay, less slay, but okay.
I must admit, I have a thing for legs.
You and I both, Urgot. Arcane mentioned the Camberons attending the meeting in episode 7 are named Finn, Rennie, Smeech, and there's Margot as well. Given the double letter naming convention, it's assumed the last Baron is Voss. Is it? No? The very same woman who tortures Urgot in lore. Oh, that was a nice theory. If we ever get some spin-off with Caitlin and Vi as the main characters, we might get Urgot, Camille, and more characters. Who's next? Renata. Ooh. Ooh! The Cam Baroness, Renata Glask. What are the voice lines?
The difference between medicine and poison is the dosage. Allow me to demonstrate.
Go ahead. Experiment on me.
2 alchemists were murdered over 30 years ago, Camille. Do you remember them?
Oh. Arcane mentioned, as a playable champion, Renata was released shortly after Arcane premiered. It was said by developers that she served as inspiration for Silco. His power over the Undercity mirrors her position in Zorn from lore. Finn mentions to Sevika that there are bigger fish than Silco. We can only wonder if Renata was the someone he was referring to. I must admit, I thought she was gonna appear in season 2. She is the Cam Baroness, the only Cam Baroness actually you can find in League of Legends. So it's honestly kind of weird that we didn't get to see her. Renata, you will be missed. Next, Swain. Well, Swain will be for Noxus.
Strength is the only teacher.
Okay. Arcane mentioned. Arcane was in mind for Swain when his voice lines were updated. Faces fading in the flames. It was all her fault. Is a quote he makes when interacting with an enemy Jinx. Swain is able to peer into people's minds to find their secrets. So this is telling. He also has knowledge that Camille knows more about Caitlin than she lets on. As principal intelligencer, she would know all about the competing high houses in Piltover. Yes, I didn't know his voice lines were updated with Arcane, by the way. Camille! Obviously Camille! And we actually see her in season 2 as a background character, but she's there. I saw her and I was going crazy over this. Voice lines to Vi.
Ever wonder how you became an orphan?
The woman was too stunned to speak.
What the fuck, Camille? That is a wild voice line.
I am employed when negotiations fail. If you don't have the talent to fight, at least have the decency to die.
Do I have to start playing Camille? Because what the fuck, her voice is so sexy. And Camille is like Caitlin's nemesis. Like, Urgot is a big opponent for Caitlin and Vi, but Camille is like Caitlin's worst enemy. Bigger than Jinx. Arcane mentioned. House Pharos is mentioned when Mel Medardar is first introduced. Yes, gently reminding Mel that it's thanks to them that Mel is the richest person in Piltover. We can wonder if this is a different intelligencer or Camille herself communicating with Mel. Yes. That makes sense. And honestly, I guess this was correct since Camille appears as more of a background character, so like an Easter egg, but she appears in season 2. So this was correct, I guess. Next. Oh. That's it. Thanks for playing, guys. What score did you get? There were around 100 points! How much did I get? 10, 25, 26, 27, 27,5. I got 55.5. Wow. This is so bad. So that's embarrassing. I thought I would do better. What do you mean? I feel like I'm failing school right now. I'm more upset about failing this than failing any other exam for university. Well, this was a humbling experience. To be honest, I'm actually glad it wasn't something too easy. Like if it was, what's the name of Vi's sister in game? Is it Caitlyn? Is it Cassandra? Is it Powder? I wonder, you know, that kind of question for like easy trivia you can find for people who watched the show once. This was for actual fans of the show. I did terribly, but I mean, not terribly, I got half of it right. That's not that bad, but I could have done better. And I've always felt like I was a hardcore fan of the show and that I knew everything. So this was humbling as fuck. But that means they did the trivia right. So cool. Awesome. Congratulations. You guys are fucking amazing. No, honestly, it was so well done. There was like so many thoughts into it, and you have to search the show so much to make like good questions and interesting questions. So that was actually so fun to do, and insane work for the 5 people behind the quiz. You guys are fucking amazing. That's all I have to say. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thank you immensely to Patreon members, because you guys are fucking amazing. I hope you guys did better than me. And at the same time, I kind of not want to be the last. No, but seriously though, it was amazing. I had fun. I hope you guys liked it as well. Thank you for watching. Thanks to whoever like subscribed to my channel and everything and got me on social and whatever. I love whatever community I'm creating here. Like, I have fun with a lot of people, and we hang out with Patreon members on Discord as well, like playing video games. We hung out on Valentine's Day and it was fun as fuck. We had so much more fun. People turned emo. That's all I'm gonna say. That's the only context I'm gonna give you. But on Discord, everyone was emo after Valentine's Day, and it was fucking funny. We had like matching profiles. I loved it. Best day of my life. This is the first Valentine's Day I'm spending alone and actually happy. So that was great. But yeah, that's it for today. Now I'm gonna record the reactions. Stay tuned. It's coming soon. And yeah, bye.